Hey everyone, welcome back to the Buildory. Today we'll be looking into the Wally and Eve set. I think it's a really cute Lego set. So before we actually get into showing Wally and Eve, we're going to be focusing on Mo himself, and then we'll do another part on Wally and Eve. Again, these videos are really for your benefit, and so I want to do whatever it is that you all want to be seeing. So we'll just get right into it and start with building Mo. Mo is really great. He's an easy build, and as you can see, his head rotates fully. He has a little, what would be his like alarm bell that he has in the movie. Of course, it doesn't light up. We have a nice specialty printed plate here, as well as the fact that his arms move, which are his cleaning. They don't spin really when you are moving him. Okay, so that was a lie. They do a little bit, but you have to really be pressing down on his arm, otherwise it just slides across. Anyway, we will get into building him right now. So to start off the build, it's a 3x3 white plate stacked underneath a 3x3 black plate, a white grill, and a 1x3 tile. The next step is to use this centered bracket piece. And so those go on either side. And then from there, taking this 1x3 white piece along with these angled tile pieces that just fit on as so. And this just attaches right in front. So the next piece is the actual construction of the joint of his head, which is consisting of this dark brown pin and the actual ball joint, as well as modified 1x1 bricks and a 1x2 plate, attaching a little washer piece, and the black pieces here attaches onto the back of the square we just made. And so as you can see, it just fits in nicely there. We can then go ahead and add the side pieces, which are made up of these modified 1x2 bricks with a Technic pin, and those just fit on either side as so. The next part is attaching these light blue translucent pieces, two stacked 1x1s, the angled tile piece, which just fits into that little space here. Next, we make use of the inverted angled tile pieces that have the studs facing the other direction. These just fit in onto a 1x3 piece, and so we'll use a 2x2 of those and a 1x2 of those as well. This will go onto the other side, as you can see. And so now we can have a symmetrical portion where it looks smooth on either side. From there, we can go ahead and construct his arms. That's made up of using a 1x4 plate, a 1x1 plate, and this modified 1x1 brick with space for a Technic piece. And this goes underneath a 1x2 modified piece that has a Technic pin slot on the end, as well as a 1x1 plate, angled tile plate that has a sharp angle to the right, and this just fits smoothly on there. From here, we can see that from the Technic pin we put in earlier, just fits in easily. Next, in order to use his roller cleany blades, we have this Technic pin that does not have anything on either side, as you can see here. And we use 3 of these wheels that have a cross section out of them. And so we'll stick 3 of those on here, roughly in the center. It's fine if it's not. And you'll stick it onto one side of the arm and have the other arm. The only difference is that this angled piece here is going into the other direction, as the other arm just fits in as normal into the Technic pins. And then this center part is not moving at all, but because we have these Technic pins here, it's able to rotate around those. And so it's an easy way of getting this nice smooth movement. The next portion is to build his head, starting with these, again, inverted 2x2 pieces that are angled, and these just fit 2 of them underneath a 1x4 plate and stacking 2 1x2 black plates. And then we can add this specialty piece, which is a modified 2x2 brick that has a joint socket for the ball joint that's going to fit into place. And so this just attaches on in the center, and then we can include 1x1 bricks on either side to make the surface flat, as you can see here. From there, we can attach these arches on the other ends of the 2x2s. This just gets filled in with a 1x4 plate, as you can see here. We'll then use this 2x2 inverted red bracket to allow for building on the other side, and this is actually the top with his little alarm bell on his head. And so you can start to see it kind of coming together. You can just attach those now, which are made up of these translucent 1x2 bricks that are stacked inverted to each other. So we have, as you can see, one here, and then that's stacked on top of two more. And then it's finished on top with a 2x2 white tile. That just stacks on here, as you can see. The next portion is this, next here is this angled 2x2 brick that has a cutout here, as you can see, to allow for an angle. And this will just attach to the top of that ball socket joint. From here, a 2x4 white plate is attached, and this is finished off with a 1x2 brick on either side to finish off the front of his, what will be his face. From there, we make use of these tile pieces here, along with a 1x4 brick that just attach on. These just attach to the front, as you can see. So now we have these nice symmetric curves, which is just nice to see. And then the last portion is this specialty printed tile that has his eyes from the movie. And then we use these modified 2x1 plate, but instead of having two studs on top, it just has one, which allows you to have a connection that's, instead of from a 2 stud to 2 stud, it's 2 stud to 1 stud. And this allows for a kind of a half step, as you can see here. And this just attaches onto the last exposed portion of the 4x4 plate that we were using. And then the ball fits into the socket, as you can see here. And it is a very nice click. Again, you're able to move him freely, and as well as his arms. And so he's able to stand upright on his own, and so he makes a nice addition to the set. So next we'll look into Wally and Eve.